position. So everyone, Des Bryant and the team involved, whoever it is, would like to get this done before the draft so they don't have to go out and draft a receiver. So it's Friday now. I would certainly expect this to be done in the next week or so. Probably a visit would make some sense for it to happen from a comfort standpoint, but I would expect this to be done relatively quickly.
And also a guy who expects it to be done quickly, Des Bryant, coming out of the meeting. He just tweeted, "Let's start the process. Hashtag unbothered," which is what he said yesterday in a series of tweets. And then throw up the X. He's going to keep the slogan, even though he will no longer be a Dallas Cowboy. And again, on the topic of the draft, they had some prospects coming in to visit. Do you think the Cowboys it's an obvious lean wide receiver, even more than it was earlier this week?
It's tough to know. If this was the Cowboys, say 4 or 5 years ago, where they drafted sort of the more draft for need and position specific, I would say sure. But the Cowboys have been best player available for the last couple years under Will McClay's guidance and under Stephen Jones's guidance. So I wouldn't necessarily say they'd have to go receiver first round, although they have had a lot of the top receivers in. Guys like Calvin Ridley from Alabama would be one. Christian Kirk, DJ Shark. They recently worked out. They've had a lot of the top receivers in there, so certainly a Cortland Sutton, a local kid from SMU, would make obviously a lot of sense. Big dude who proved at the Combine he can really run. I would expect him to go receiver early, but maybe not necessarily first round. That's going to be just based on the value and what kind of other player they can get there.
And for those of you joining us, Ian Rappaport with the news today, the Cowboys releasing Des Bryant moments ago following a meeting between Des and the owner, Jerry Jones. Ian, back to the